the changeup, that kind of leaked back right in the middle that Bogarts got him there in the first. After a really competitive at bat with Devers, where he worked the walk on him. Obviously, that was a tough blow early there in the first. And then just coming back around. Obviously, Schwarber's able to get to a heater, look like up above the zone maybe. So it was just a little bit of a grind for him, and again, just getting hurt. With some slug, with some pitches that kind of leaked back there in the middle, and they took advantage of them. So, and obviously tonight wasn't a night where, normally you get settled in and who knows where you go from there. But, I went and got them pretty quick, obviously, but just a little misfire on a couple, and they made them pay.
The offense really wasn't able to muster much tonight. It did seem like they were building some momentum there with Judge on base, Stanton at the plate. What did Nevin see on that play that led him to send Judge?
Yeah, I think coming in, the ball coming in looked like it was going to be kind of an in-between hop to the infielder. Bogarts did a good job of creating a hop, catching it clean, and obviously throwing it home and getting them. But and that kind of squashed a potential rally there. So I think what he saw was what he thought was going to be kind of an in-between hop and really a tough chance.
We can take a next question from Marley Rivera.
Hi, Aaron. What made Nate Eovaldi so tough today?
Like he always is. I mean, he's got great stuff. I mean, up to 100 miles an hour with his fastball, cuts it. I thought he had his curveball going a little bit tonight with the splitter. So he had, he was able to change speeds, and he's a great strike thrower. He fills up the strike zone, and obviously got a lead there and was able to, kind of take advantage. But he's a guy that he's one of the best pitchers in the league, and it's because he has the tool set to do it, but then he's got command. And last time didn't really necessarily have a splitter or his curveball that really gives him a change of pace. Tonight he had that going a little bit for him and got in a pretty good rhythm.
Brian Hope, you have the next question.
Aaron, I assume you've had some time to speak to the team since the loss. What was your message to them, and what's could you describe the mood in that clubhouse right now?
Guys are crushed. Unfortunately, we've been in this position where, fortunately we've been in the playoffs every year, but it hasn't ended how we wanted, obviously. And tonight was another tough one to take. And we've been through a lot of wars with guys in that room, and we got a lot of scars. So guys are bummed. You pour a lot into this, and I guess my message is, first of all, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to compete with that group of guys. And one of the things I'm most proud of with this team this year is this was a challenging year. This was not an easy year for us. And, when we had to play well the final 2 months and really compete at a high level, I thought we did that and put ourselves in a position and gave ourselves a chance to be in this game with an opportunity to do something special in October. And so I love the way we've competed and showed up the last couple of months. But the other message is that, the league's closed the gap on us. We got to get better. We got to get, better in every aspect, at just getting a little bit better, because it's not just the Red Sox and the Astros now in our league. I mean, look at our division. The Rays are a beast, the Toronto, and, there's some teams in the Central that are getting better and better, teams in the West that are better and better, teams that have closed the gap on us. And, that needs to be, front and center as guys prepare in the off season and get ready for spring training next year, that, we've got to get better.
Brendan McCuddy, you have the next question.
Aaron, you just touched on a little of this, and I understand the season just ended, but how do you view the totality of the 2021 season? Do you see it as expectations are so high and they weren't met, or do you see it as the second half bounce back, getting into the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of that. There's always things you look at that. I love the compete of this group. And I thought that and our preparation and our focus and our the urgency we played the game with in the final half of the season really was great. But at the same time, you also look at what a challenging, tough year it was, and we weren't at our best all the time, and so there's frustration with that. You feel like there's more on the bone there for us to have, and but I am proud of the fact that we put ourselves in a position to give ourselves a chance, and to have this awful feeling because we were playing for something meaningful.
Eric Boland, you have the next question.
Aaron, after the loss in San Diego last year, you said that the ending is cruel. How would you characterize how 2021 ended?
Cruel. I mean, it is. Can't overemphasize how many people pour so much into, giving ourselves a chance to compete for something special and make it to the postseason. Sometimes around here that maybe is taken for granted. You can't take that for granted. The opportunity to compete in the postseason is special. And you had to do some good things to get to this point and give yourself an opportunity. And when it ends so abruptly after, really the preparation never ends, the 9, 10, 11-month cycle that you're prepared to get to this point to give yourself an opportunity, the ending is really cruel. And but there's nothing better than competing for something meaningful.
And Aaron, when do you expect your situation to be addressed?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see.
Thank you, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Martin, you have the next question.
Aaron, following up on that, do you expect to be back?
I mean, obviously, my contract's up, and I haven't had any conversations with anyone about that, so we'll see. I love being here. I love going to work with this group, and love going to work with this group of players. But we'll see.
And you had a different lineup today. Do you look back on any of those decisions, or second guess any of those decisions, whether it was Gallo hitting cleanup or anything else?
No, not tonight.
Dave Lennon, you have the next question.
Hey, Aaron, when you came out to remove Cole, I mean, it was a pretty certain thing, signaled, ready to go. He kind of looked up and just kind of mouthed, "I'm out," like he saw you out of the corner of his eye, and maybe he was surprised, maybe he wasn't. How kind of surprised were you? I mean, you sent out your best tonight. You only got 6 outs out of him, and here you are having to make this huge move really, really early in the game. Was it kind of a stunning blow to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, not easy. Especially, just how great a pitcher Garrett is and how much respect I have for him and how much I know he wants it and prepares for it and competes for it. So, it's a difficult decision, but I felt like the one I needed to make.
Thank you.
We'll take the next one from Tyler Kettner.
Yeah, Aaron, it was a tough offensive night tonight. Obviously, a lot of that has to do with Evaldi. But it's a very inconsistent offense in general. How do you fix the offense here?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously been our calling card here, right, for the last several years, whether it's, leading the league and being the best offensive team or one of the top 2 offensive teams. And then this year, wasn't the case. We struggled at times. We didn't score runs like we normally would. So, we've got to examine a lot of things and where can we help, guys that are going to be back here. Where can we help them get better individually? Are there things we can do to help them? Obviously there'll always be some personnel shakeups and, rosters construction gets a little bit different each and every year. And hopefully, it all works to be a slightly better fit. But this was overall just tough for us to really be the offensive juggernaut we've kind of come to expect. And, I'm not sure why we didn't realize our potential there.
You have the next question.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.